Alright, Over the Top. Came out in 1987, PG. It's an hour and 33 minutes. Now, I never really thought too much of this film. I always saw it in previews on Tubi, but until my sister Shannon and her husband Joey kind of gave me the rundown of what this film was about, I knew I had to check it out. So, the film was centered around Lincoln Hawk, who is a truck driver and a professional, I guess you can say, a professional arm wrestler. But nevertheless, we get thrown right into this film by being introduced to his son, Michael, who lives at a military school, and he ends up showing up there, and I guess we learn quickly that he doesn't know his father. His father walked out on him and his mom, but what Michael doesn't know until maybe like 20 minutes into the ride is that it's his mom that want them to drive together, learn a little bit about one another, on the way to the hospital to meet her. While Lincoln is, trying to be a father and trying to help Michael understand what exactly happened, when he was younger without putting the blame on anybody. He has all these tough guys trying to get him into a giant arm wrestling match. The film honestly sounds very bland, and it sounds very, I guess you can say, Sylvester Stallone-ish, but at the same token, it teaches you that, no matter how long you've been out of your kid's life, you need to try. You need to be there for them. You need to show them that you never gave up. I feel like that's what Lincoln did very well in this film. He explained to a degree why he wasn't there. And he even teaches his son, the basic fundamentals of never giving up on yourself, always believing you can overcome anything, and it's just, honestly, the film was very inspirational. I hope that I can provide a little wisdom to my son that hopefully will help him, achieve the goals that he wants in his life. IMDb gives this a 5.9 out of 10. I give it a 3 out of 5. Good movie, great lessons, like I said, but it just wasn't to the degree that it could have been. If you are interested in watching it and you haven't seen it before, it's on Pluto TV, Roku channel, and Tubi. So give it a watch. Let me know what you think.